Listen to what am I gonna say right now. It's not that I will just change the whole music industry, but I will even change YouTube. YouTube will not be the same after me. Trust me on that. Trust me on that. Everyone in the near future will live stream their process, especially in every kind of genre that they are. You know what I mean? Because people do not give a fuck about your edits. They do not give a fuck about that. Okay, let me set up the camera. Okay. Yo, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, today the vlog is. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, yo, guys, can you just stay there, right? Yeah, okay. Yo, so here in the vlog, we are doing this and that. Ha ha ha. Like, it's total fake. It is total fake. Everything is fake. And even like the long form content, it will be to the point that, okay, like, give me like, I don't know, give me that info that I want to do. You know what I mean? Just that. 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes maximum. Get the fuck out of my life. You know what I mean? So people want more and more and more of reality. You know what I mean? Of live streaming. Why? Is it like, is it, do you think that it is kind of, how to say it? Do you think that it is kind of like uh, a coincidence? Do you think that it is a coincidence that all these streamers, like on Twitch, are blowing up so crazy and everyone is like streamers, right? But the thing is that they are streamers. They don't do anything with their lives. They just sit there, they stream, and they play video games, right? And they are not even the great video gamers out there. So they don't stream like for the sake of video gaming. You know what I mean? Like, they just stream, and they have become like so fucking famous, right? Now, what's the thing is that people now will get bored of all these streamers, like they used to, like they got bored of the previous ones who weren't that famous, right? They weren't that famous. I know them. I don't want to name them, but it was like, it was a previous generation of streamers, right? And it was like a toxic culture, and nobody gave a fuck. You know, like there were like a couple of people like who would watch, but now streaming is like famous. Streaming like is in, you know what I mean, in style. But the next thing, the next wave that people are getting crazy about is like watching like people who real life, you know what I mean, like real people who do stuff like me, right? I make all my discography live. All my discography, it's like all my process. Like, imagine for one, because yesterday I saw like a clip of J.K. Rowling, and she was she was talking about that when she wrote like the first book of Harry Potter, right? She was talking like to Oprah, and she said like a thought popped in her mind, and the thought, like, basically it was like her intuition that was speaking, and she said like it will be difficult to get published, right? That's the difficult process, right? To get published. But once the book that I'm writing right now will get published, then it will be big. It will go crazy. You know what I mean? And her intuition was like telling her that, and her intuition was preparing her to be like, you know what? You will get a couple of rejections, but after that, stay tough right there. After that, it will get big. You know what I mean? And it became like huge. Now the thing is that, how do I see it? And I always whenever like I see stuff, like I tell you, and they are always going real. They are going always. Now imagine, right, if J.K. Rowling was sitting in a fucking like MacBook, right, or like a laptop, whatever the fuck, and she had like her web camera on, right, and she was like in the coffee shop, and she had the camera on, and she had like a microphone or something, right here, for example, and she was like typing, and she was like telling, right, oh yeah, and how am I going like to name these characters and that characters, you know what I mean? And you would see all that process of her writing that book, and imagine all those VODs, right? Because that's why I love YouTube for live streaming, even though YouTube is not famous for live streaming, right? Everyone like is is kind of streaming on Twitch, Kick, whatever, right? But YouTube has the VODs, the VODs, right? It transforms the live streams into VODs. And what does that mean? That means that right now, let's say that I am a fan of Harry Potter, right? And even if I become like a crazy fan of Harry Potter, like I would go like and watch all the VODs, how everything, right? How she wrote everything, right? What was her process, like when she became angry, when she became like stressed, because it is another thing. Like a lot of people, you see like a couple of clips like on Instagram or whatever, right? And like there is a girl and her snake like died or something like that, and she's like, you know what I mean? Or like there are a couple of people like who are crying, like, and everyone is like, oh yeah, look. So she set the camera, she put the tripod, she put like, and then like she started like crying, you know what I mean? But so people, they grasp that, they're like, oh, she intentionally did that. But with live streaming, like if something happens, like it is in the moment, you know what I mean? Like you might get angry, and it's like in the moment you might get frustrated, right? You might even like one day be very very happy or whatever, so it is real. And you might even cry one day, right? But it is all about, you know what I mean? So live streaming, let's say that whoever, man, like imagine like if Castamato, right, and Mike Tyson, they live streamed all their days, like day after day, day after day, day after day. How 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 great would be all those live streams, man, all those VODs, right? How great it would be like for Michael Jordan, let's say, like to even like to live stream like his whole process, you know what I mean? Like how he went there, got these championships, the training and all that stuff. Like we see like um we see the documentaries, right? But even the documentaries, they don't have that realness, like there is Mike there, and of course he's a winner, right? And like he talks, oh, at that time this happened and that happened, you know what I mean, and all that stuff. But no, I want to see Mike in 1996, right? I want to see those live streaming days where he was about like to get that, you know what I mean, like that championship. What did they do like in the training? Like what did they say? All the shit that they talk, you know what I mean? Like all that realness. It's like you are there, or like I would want to see, for example, like Mark Zuckerberg, man. Like I would love to see those live streams when he made Facebook. Like imagine, man, like Mark, he would be like there in his Harvard, like room, and he would be like, okay, hello, ladies and gentlemen, guys, um, I'm going to make like this Facebook, whatever, right? And I'm going to call this site like the Facebook, right? And it's it's 2004, whatever, like it was like the 2003 to 2006, I don't know, man. And like I am going like to do that, right? And he's live streaming it, boom, everything, all the process. And now like you can see all these votes, man. Like you can capture, right? You can capture people's, you know what I mean, like a certain period of time that they made something significant. And even crazier, like live streaming everything. Like I mean, especially like when it comes like to something like great, man. Or like Bezos, like in the days of the Amazon and being there. I don't know. I just name people. You know what I mean? It would be like so inspirational. Of course, a lot of people might say like, "Oh yeah, but they reveal their secrets and all that stuff." The secrets are there, man. They're out there. It's not that Mark did something like that other programmers they don't do. You know what I mean? But he had the idea and he made it like, or like Jeff, you know, like Jeff Bezos, right? It's not that other companies they don't know what to do or like they cannot figure out. You know what I mean? So and even that, even if they can figure out, that's great for competition. You know what I mean? Because even if, let's say, figuratively, right, your competitors they figure out, right, what you do, and they are like, oh, now we know what he does, or like what this company does, right? Now we know. Okay, let's copy them, right? And they copy, right, the process. Exactly. And they copy the process, and they kind of, you know, like, and they make like a way better product than they used to make, and they would even like make it like way cheaper than your product, right? And it hits you, you know what I mean? Like it hits you like in the competitiveness, right? Because you are like, oh fuck, like they made like almost the same product, because you can never like copy something 100%, but they made like the same product as me, but now they are selling it like way cheaper, and they have even made like something extra with their style, you know what I mean? That can easily like hit my product. And now what does that make you? It gets you out of being uncomfortable, out of being comfortable, you know what I mean? So you showing them what you do, them copying you, making their product way better, right? Hitting you, you know what I mean? Now you get hit, and once you get hit, you start to become uncomfortable. And what happens is that you make your product, you again get in when you say like, oh, I have a great product, and you say like, no man, it is outdated, I have to make it way better. And now what happens is that you are getting that way better product, and you figure out how to make it way better. And because you are in the process of figuring out, of course they won't copy. What you cannot copy the experimentations. You cannot copy like someone like who experiments, right? So now you find it, right, and you make it better, right? And now they try like to again copy it, but again it will take them time to adjust. So you will have like a period, a window open where when you will be like a little bit comfortable, right? And now you give them the sauce, the game, right, freely. They get it, they make again, you know, and it becomes a cycle. But that cycle helps you, because in a way you help your competitors to become better than you in certain way, so that you can become even better than yourself. You know what I mean? So it's like you take them without even them knowing into a journey where your competitors are actually helping you become way better by them becoming better. You know what I mean? It's like if you don't have a good competition, right? Or if you are like here, right, and your competition is right here, you will never go right here because you are here and you are like, yeah, man, I have like these people, right? But if your competition is right here and sometimes right here, right, they can help you like elevate, 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 elevate. You know what I mean? Like you help them and they help you. It's not like that's a great thing, man. And the whole thing is that, especially in the music industry, everybody, like it is very, very like rare when you see like people like showing. Everyone is gatekeeping, man. Everyone is gatekeeping, and it is rare when you see like people like showing to you. And even when they show it to you, they don't actually show it, but they show it like in a way that you have like to figure it out. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's a great thing, man. That's a great thing about um about competition and about life itself. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I think that YouTube will literally change